a few weeks now, probably even maybe close to a month since I first got this thing started, and been doing what I'd call probably refinement more than anything over like the initial setup. But it did make an actual difference when it came to basically the overall response to the engine, what will eventually be drivability, and just like the overall consistency. So the biggest thing that I did was went through about 4 or 5 different revisions of cam trigger setups. So the initial setup worked. It just had trigger sync errors periodically, and I just wanted to try and minimize those as much as I could. So I went through, let's see, we had the base setup, an extended bolt setup. I changed the orientation of the bolt and tried it that way. I tried an inlaid 3D printed bolt head to use that as a pickup. But eventually I ended up with this. And what this is essentially a shaft collar. So just like a standard shaft collar that clamps around a shaft. And I welded a 1/4 inch thick piece of plate steel to it. So low carbon steel is best for Hall effect sensors. The bigger the pickup, the better. The more mass and everything helps with the magnetic field generation. So that is what I'm running now. I found that the wider that it is and the more mass it has to kind of like affect the magnetic field, the better, the cleaner the signal, the more consistent it is. Part of the issue that I think I was having was that the bolt heads were so kind of short in duration where they'd go through the Hall effect sensing area that sometimes it would miss it. So having something longer that was in that sensing area for a longer duration seems to help them. The other big thing that I did was I actually got a different set of injectors. The free ones that I had were very, very large, about 4 to 5 times as large as what's in there now, and these are even larger than the standard ones, so I'll post a link for what those are. They're actually standard Porsche applications from, I think, mid to late 2000s Cayman era. So they're like 350cc injectors, Bosch EV14s. They respond very, very well. Idle's super great. So with those kind of changes and everything, this is how it starts now. Tweak a bunch of the settings in the bass tune to get it to start this way, but for the most part it's pretty close to the kind of the standard kind of bass file that they give you when you're setting up a new tune. So if you use that, you can fine tune the parameters from there, but that should get your engine going. So this is going to be the wrap-up video for the Speeduino install, because now I just need to start driving it and let the tune sort itself out. So hopefully some of you found this useful. If you followed this along, I think you could probably do the same thing that I did, but tweak it to however you want. This isn't supposed to be the be-all end-all. It's just supposed to be what I did that hopefully someone else down the road can also use. So like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, and we'll see you in the next one.